March 18th, 2002. In Virginia, a man confessed to a crime he swore he'd never admit to. He wasn't tortured. He wasn't bribed. All it took was one sentence. Not manipulation, not hypnosis. A psychological trick so subtle, it feels like a choice, used by cult leaders, hostage negotiators, marketers, even loving parents. But once you know it, it can change how people respond to you forever. So watch carefully and ethically, because once it's in your head, it never leaves. Let's test something. Two doctors explain the same surgery. One says it has a 90% success rate. The other says there's a 10% chance it will fail. It's the same fact, but your brain feels the second one is riskier. This is called framing, and it works because our brain responds more to emotion than logic. And that's the core of dark psychology. Not about lying, but how truth is packaged. Now imagine using this power in a single short sentence. And the sentence is, "But you're free to choose." This tiny phrase has been tested in over 42 psychology studies, and it's called the BYAF technique. When you make a request, like "Can I borrow $5?" people instinctively resist. But if you add, "You're totally free to say no," suddenly the resistance drops. Why? Because it gives people back their power. Ironically, when they feel free, they're more likely to say yes. In a real study in France, strangers asked people for change. When they simply said, "Can I have a coin?" only 10% said yes. But when they added, "You're free to say no," the number jumped to 48%, almost 5 times more. An FBI agent once needed a confession from a suspect who wouldn't talk. He leaned in and said, "Look, I get it. Anyone in your situation might have done the same. You don't have to talk. It's your call." The suspect relaxed. Within minutes, he confessed, because the pressure was off and guilt turned into understanding. A mom tells her child, "Brush your teeth now. Tantrum incoming." But if she says, "You can brush your teeth now or after this cartoon, up to you," boom, kid feels like he made the choice. And that's T-magic. Now, I need to say this clearly. Don't use this to trick or deceive. Just because you can make people say yes, doesn't mean you should. Giving people the illusion of choice just to push them? That's manipulation. Use it to build trust. Use it to create options, not illusions. Because trust is like glass. Once broken, it rarely looks the same again. Now you know the phrase. So how do you spot this being used on you? It's simple. Anytime someone gives you a request, then adds, "But it's totally up to you," take a pause and ask yourself, do I actually want this? Or do I just feel safer saying yes now? The moment you recognize it, you take back control. So now you know, you're free to choose. It's more than words. It's a tool that's been used by therapists to calm anxiety, by agents to get confessions, and by marketers to close deals. Use it to help, not to harm, because real influence doesn't force people, it frees them. Smash like if this blew your mind. Hit subscribe for more brain-based psychology tips, and comment below. What's the most persuasive sentence someone ever said to you? And did you fall for it? You're free to scroll, or free to stay. Either way, thanks for choosing this video. See you in the next one.